Have you ever received a gift that seemed too good to be true? It's a feeling we can all relate to, that initial excitement and curiosity when presented with a beautifully wrapped package or an unexpected surprise. However, it's crucial to remember that not all gifts are created equal. Some presents may come with hidden dangers that can catch us off guard. In today's video, we'll explore 8 types of gifts that you should be cautious of and why it's essential to be aware of the potential risks they pose. Mystery gifts have a certain allure that can be hard to resist. The idea of receiving a surprise package, not knowing what's inside, can be thrilling. It taps into our natural curiosity and desire for novelty. However, this excitement can sometimes blind us to the potential risks involved. When we accept a mystery gift, we're essentially taking a leap of faith, trusting that the contents are safe and appropriate. But what if they're not? There have been instances where mystery gifts have contained items that are not only disappointing, but also potentially harmful. From faulty electronics to hazardous substances, the unknown nature of these presents can put our safety and well-being at risk. It's important to approach mystery gifts with a healthy dose of caution. Before accepting one, consider the source. Is it from a trusted friend or family member, or is it from an unknown sender? If you have any doubts about the contents or the intention behind the gift, it's better to err on the side of caution and politely decline. In today's digital age, electronic devices have become a common gift choice. Whether it's a smartphone, a laptop, or a gaming console, these gadgets often top wish lists for birthdays and holidays. However, when it comes to accepting second-hand electronics as gifts, there are some important considerations to keep in mind. While receiving a pre-owned device can be a thoughtful gesture, it's crucial to be aware of the potential security risks involved. Second-hand electronics may come with pre-installed malware or compromised personal data from the previous owner. This can put your own sensitive information at risk and leave you vulnerable to cyber threats. To mitigate these risks, it's essential to thoroughly inspect any second-hand electronic device before using it. Check for signs of tampering or physical damage, and consider having it professionally assessed for any hidden software or security issues. It's also wise to perform a factory reset to erase any existing data and start fresh with your own settings and accounts. Exotic pets have a certain allure that can make them seem like an exciting and unique gift idea. From colorful birds to unconventional reptiles, these animals often capture our imagination and evoke a sense of wonder. However, before accepting an exotic pet as a gift, it's crucial to consider the substantial responsibilities and potential risks involved. Caring for an exotic pet is not a decision to be taken lightly. These animals often require specialized diets, specific housing requirements, and dedicated attention to maintain their health and well-being. Many exotic pets have complex needs that may not be immediately apparent, and failing to meet these needs can lead to serious health issues and even premature death. Additionally, there are legal and ethical concerns surrounding the ownership of certain exotic animals. Some species may be protected by law, and keeping them as pets could be illegal in your area. It's essential to research the specific regulations and permits required before accepting an exotic pet as a gift. Homemade edible gifts such as baked goods or candies are often given with the best of intentions. They represent a labor of love and a desire to share something special with the recipient. However, it's important to be mindful of the potential risks associated with consuming homemade treats, especially if you have dietary restrictions or allergies. One of the primary concerns with homemade edible gifts is the potential presence of undisclosed allergens. Many common ingredients, such as nuts, dairy, or gluten, can trigger severe allergic reactions in some individuals. If the person preparing the treat is not aware of your specific dietary needs, they may inadvertently include an ingredient that could cause harm. Another risk factor is improper food handling and preparation. Homemade treats may not always adhere to the same strict hygiene and safety standards as commercially produced food items. This can increase the risk of foodborne illnesses, particularly if the treats contain perishable ingredients or have not been stored correctly. To navigate these risks, it's crucial to have open and honest communication with the gift giver. Don't hesitate to ask about the ingredients used and the preparation methods employed. If you have any doubts or concerns, it's perfectly acceptable to politely decline the gift or suggest an alternative that aligns with your dietary needs and preferences. In an era where online shopping and global commerce have become the norm, the prevalence of counterfeit products has risen significantly. These fake items, often masquerading as luxury goods or popular brands, can find their way into the gift-giving process, leaving recipients vulnerable to potential health and safety risks. Counterfeit products, particularly those in the realm of cosmetics, electronics, and pharmaceuticals, can pose serious dangers. Fake cosmetics may contain harmful chemicals or contaminants that can cause skin irritation, allergic reactions, or long-term health consequences. Counterfeit electronics may have subpar components or faulty wiring, increasing the risk of electrical fires or malfunctions. And counterfeit pharmaceuticals may contain incorrect dosages, dangerous ingredients, or no active ingredients at all, jeopardizing the health of those who rely on them. To protect yourself from the risks associated with counterfeit products, it's essential to be vigilant when receiving gifts, especially from untrusted sources. Take the time to verify the authenticity of the item by checking for legitimate brand markings, packaging, and documentation. If you suspect that a gift may be counterfeit, it's best to err on the side of caution and avoid using it altogether. In recent years, subscription-based services have gained immense popularity, offering everything from monthly beauty boxes to streaming platforms. While receiving a subscription as a gift can be exciting, it's important to be aware of the potential financial burden and challenges that come with unsolicited subscriptions. One of the primary concerns with receiving an unwanted subscription is the ongoing cost. Many subscription services operate on a recurring billing model, automatically charging your credit card or bank account on a monthly or annual basis. If you're not prepared for this financial commitment, it can quickly become a source of stress and strain on your budget. Additionally, canceling unsolicited subscriptions can sometimes be a frustrating and time-consuming process. Some services may have complex cancellation procedures or require you to navigate through multiple steps to terminate the subscription. There's also the risk of auto-renewal, where the subscription continues indefinitely unless you take proactive steps to cancel it. To avoid these pitfalls, it's important to set clear boundaries and communicate your preferences when it comes to subscription-based gifts. If you receive an unsolicited subscription, take immediate action to review the terms and conditions and initiate the cancellation process if necessary. It's also a good idea to regularly monitor your credit card and bank statements to ensure that you're not being charged for any unwanted subscriptions. Gift giving is an act of thoughtfulness and generosity, meant to bring joy and strengthen relationships. However, sometimes, despite the best intentions, gifts can miss the mark and cross boundaries, leading to discomfort, offense, or even harm. Inappropriate gifts can take many forms, from items that are overtly explicit or offensive to those that disregard the recipient's values, beliefs, or sensitivities. For example, receiving a gift that promotes a lifestyle or ideology that goes against your personal convictions can be deeply unsettling. Similarly, gifts that are overly personal or intimate, given without prior consent or understanding, can create awkward and uncomfortable situations. To navigate the risks of inappropriate gifts, it's crucial to foster open and honest communication with your loved ones. Share your boundaries, preferences, and any specific sensitivities you may have. Encourage a culture of respect and consideration when it comes to gift giving, emphasizing the importance of taking into account the recipient's individual needs and comfort level. If you do find yourself on the receiving end of an inappropriate gift, it's important to address the situation with grace and diplomacy. Express your appreciation for the thought behind the gift, but also take the opportunity to kindly educate the giver about why the item may not be suitable for you. By having these conversations, you can help prevent future instances of inappropriate gift giving and strengthen the bonds of understanding and respect in your relationships. Sentimental gifts, such as family heirlooms, handmade crafts, or cherished mementos hold a special place in our hearts. They carry the weight of memories, emotions, and the love of the giver. However, when these sentimental items accumulate over time, they can contribute to clutter and create a sense of overwhelm in our living spaces. One of the main challenges with sentimental clutter is the emotional attachment we have to these gifts. Even if the item no longer serves a practical purpose or aligns with our current lifestyle, letting go of it can feel like a betrayal of the love and effort put into the gift. This emotional burden can lead to feelings of guilt and stress, making it difficult to part with the item, even when it's no longer bringing us joy. To address the challenges of sentimental clutter, it's important to find a balance between honoring the sentiment behind the gift and maintaining a clutter-free space. One approach is to focus on the essence of the gift, the love, thought, and intention behind it, rather than the physical object itself. Consider capturing the memories associated with the gift through photographs or written stories, allowing you to preserve the sentiment without holding on to the actual item. Another strategy is to set clear boundaries and communicate your preferences when it comes to sentimental gifts. Let your loved ones know that while you appreciate their thoughtfulness, you also value a clutter-free environment. Encourage alternative forms of sentimental expression, such as shared experiences or heartfelt letters that don't contribute to physical clutter. While receiving gifts can be a joyous and heartwarming experience, it's important to be mindful of the potential hidden dangers that certain presents may pose. From the allure of mystery gifts to the risks of inappropriate or sentimental items, each type of gift comes with its own set of considerations and challenges. By being aware of these potential pitfalls, you can approach gift-giving and receiving with a more discerning and thoughtful mindset. Remember to prioritize your well-being, communicate your boundaries and preferences openly, and always err on the side of caution when it comes to accepting gifts that may pose risks to your safety, security, or emotional well-being. Ultimately, the true essence of gift-giving lies in the thoughtfulness, love, and connection it fosters between individuals. By focusing on these core values and being mindful of the potential dangers, we can create a gift-giving culture that is both meaningful and responsible. So the next time you find yourself on the receiving end of a gift, take a moment to reflect on its appropriateness and potential risks. Don't hesitate to ask questions, express your concerns, and make informed decisions that align with your values and well-being. By doing so, you'll be able to truly appreciate the joy and love behind the gift while safeguarding yourself from any hidden dangers.